I have with me right now Danney Williams, and Danney is the young man who says he is the abandoned son of Bill Clinton. He is the abandoned son of Bill Clinton. And I've seen Danney in the media lately. Been reading a lot about him, so I wanted to talk to Danney about his situation and what he's going through. Danney, good morning, sir. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
I absolutely appreciate it. You say that Bill Clinton is your father. Tell us in short, how did Bill Clinton and your mother meet to get together to create you?
I was young at the time, but Bill Clinton was governor in Arkansas, and my mother, we stayed at 2 blocks from the governor mansion. We stayed 2 blocks from the governor mansion, and at the time, they had met and had been dating from, I could say from 84 to 85. I was born in 1985, so.
Right. And your mother's still alive, right?
Yes, sir. She been married for 30 years.
How does she feel about your campaign to, if I guess I'm saying it right, to get Bill Clinton to acknowledge you as his son? How does your mother? How does she feel about that?
She's behind me all the way, and just like I tell the media, my mom's story never changed. It's always been the same. At the time, Bill Clinton was her only white guy at the time, and she supported me 100. Like, my mom's story never changed, and she knows he's my father, and we're just trying to do the best we can to get it out there.
Yeah. Why is it important to connect with Bill Clinton, your quote unquote father?
Basically, I'm a man with my own. I'm 30 years old today, and I got my own kids. I got 5 kids of my own. And I feel, within the time of me raising my kids, since I had my first child in 2003, I just been, and they asked me who my dad is. They never met my dad. So, I just feel like I need to know who my father is, and I have a right to know, and my kids need to know. We just need to know where we come from and who he is, basically.
Yeah, I understand that. How do you personally feel about Bill Clinton? How do you feel about him?
I mean, from me being, abandoned and growing up with too much of nothing, and house to house when I was a kid, and my mom lost us, the state took us, and my aunt had to get custody of us. And, at the time it was a lot of pain and hurt behind it and hate behind it. But I'm raised in my grandma and them are full-blown Christians. They love church. They love God. So I'm raised not to hate. So it ain't too much that I hate. I hate the things that I hate that I was abandoned. I hate that I was left behind. But, as a man today, I put all that behind me. I just need to know the truth at the end of the day. And I need to, that my kids know who their grandfather is and where we come from.
Yeah.
So it's nothing bad about how I feel. I mean, I feel like, I've been wanting to know all my life. And right now, still at 30 years old, I want to know the truth. So
I understand that. So you said your mother is now married and she's moved on with her life, right?
Right. My mother been married since 30 years. My mother been married for about 30 years. Right after she had me, she met her husband and married him. That's who my younger brother and sister dads are. That's my mother's husband. But he passed just beginning of this year. But yeah, she's well and she's okay.
Right on. So Danney, I read.
And you got to look at it. You got to look at it. In '93, my mother was trying to get Bill to step up in 1993. She passed a lie detector test. The striving on how she went to Bill's mother home and described the home and where it's at, and everything. She passed the test on everything they asked her. Her story never changed. It's been the same since '93 and still today. So
that's amazing. You said your mother passed a lie detector test,
right,
and yet this is a big issue. It seemed like that would have resolved the
and
problem.
Not only did my mother pass the lie detector test, we had Arkansas State Trooper Larry Peterson step up and admit that he delivered presents to my home before Bill was elected president in '93, you know,
Yeah.
and my mother was receiving money from him every month before he was elected president. You know, once he elected president, everything stopped. You know, it's been like this since.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. I read that you said that at one point Bill Clinton was taking care of you financially by sending you money and presents and things like that. Why did it stop
Correct.
after he became president?
I mean, I can't really say the truth why it stopped, but my thing was I was thinking that, you know, he was, you know, in '93 he got elected president. I'm thinking maybe Hillary found out, you know, and fixed everything, you know, and it was over with.
Did Hillary know about you all along, or did she know about you?
Of course. My aunt took me to the governor mansion and, you know, to inform them that, hey, you know, to let Hillary know Bill has a black son. And I was probably, at the age I was probably almost 5 years old at this time, but I can remember my aunt grabbing my arm and running me up, you know, they chased us up off the grounds of the governor mansion. So, you know, at the time I was a kid, but yeah, she did try to go in there and have them accept me, but they still didn't. So
That's amazing. What have you ever personally met Bill Clinton face to face?
I never met Bill Clinton face to face. I never met him, and I've been on social media and just put my story out there for the last 3.5 years. This is before she started running, and so they never stepped up. And you know, if any man in this world, if a woman, you know, put a child on any man in this world, you know, and a man find out that he have a child, he gonna step up and say, "Hey, I want to know if it's true or not." You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
They haven't stepped up at all.
That's right.
You know? And if he feel like I want his son, you know, why wouldn't you step up and say, "Hey, you know, put this away, sue, you know, either sue me or anything, you know, put it away, put it behind you." But you know, as today, I keep putting my story out there. They keep hiding my story. They try to knock me off of YouTube, everything. So, like, you know.
Well, how do you feel about your stepmother, Hillary Clinton? How do you personally feel about her?
I mean, I think they are brilliant people. I just, you know, after everything I done been through, I still put it in my heart not to just hate no one. You know what I'm saying? You know, at the end of the day, I want my rightful acknowledgement. It's what I'm entitled to for me and my kids to know. You know.
Yeah.
So it's nothing disrespectful. You know, nothing I got against them. This is the truth. I'm searching for the truth.
She pretends to care about children and young people. Are you surprised that she hasn't made a concerted effort to unite you and your father together?
Right. I mean, you hear all these stories, how she say it takes a village to, you know, take care of children, this and this. You know, and I done made videos and posted, you know, and I asked her, would you accept me in your village, Hillary? You know, she had the power. She has the power today to have Bill step up and submit to a DNA test. If they feel like I wasn't no kin to them or nothing, you know, why not step up?
Right. Because if they did the DNA test, it would prove that if you're not his son, it would prove that you're not, and then it would be the end of the story. It would be done with.
Right. So I got a couple of good lawyers. You know, we're trying to file this paternity suit, but at the end of the day, it's going to take money and time. You know, I probably wouldn't get in court probably 3 years now, and then with them being the most powerful couple in the world, they'll keep paying it off. I probably wouldn't even never get in court. You know, so that's why I stepped up and I asked Monica Lewinsky for the blue dress just for trying. You know, I just don't stay consistent on trying to keep my story out there.
So you asked Monica Lewinsky for the blue dress that had the
DNA,
right?
Yeah.
And what did she say?
Well, you know, our lawyers got my letters. I think sometime this week between Wednesday and Thursday last week. So we just waiting to hear back, you know. And I like I said, I'm raised in a home where my grandma and them, they every Sunday they church, you know what I'm saying. They pray every night, every day, you know what I'm saying. So I'm raised like that. So I just pray as I go, you know, and maybe God will work it out for me.
Are you a Christian?
Yes.
Yeah. I read that you thought about suicide at one point. Is that true?
Yes, you know, as a teenager, I was going through things. You know, as a teenager, you know, we all young. We all have, you know, we all make bad choices. So as a teenager, I made a few bad choices.
Yeah.
But, you know, at times I felt like, you know, going through so much, you know, I had little brothers and sisters on my own, so I had to make sure we was all good because, you know, our mother, you know, she was in the streets at sometimes, you know, a part of our life. So
Yeah.
at times, you know, I had to, you know, it was times I went to bed without eating. You know,
That's amazing.
it was so hurtful and sad. You know, I felt like that at times. But
I
once I
understand,
got to
Danney.
raise my own kids, you know, life changed.
And Danney, I'm really sorry for your situation. I know how important it is for children to connect with their fathers. It really means a lot. So I'm sorry about your situation. I want to ask, are you voting for Hillary?
No, sir, I'm not voting for neither candidate at the time.
Yeah. You appealed to Barack Obama because he support Black Lives Matter and
Correct.
My Brother's Keeper. What
Correct.
have you gotten a response from Barack Obama yet?
No, sir. you know, like I say, it's just this been going on since the '90s. You know, so they cover everything up about me, and I mean, I can't stop. So
I want to ask this, and I know we're out of time here. You say that Hillary Clinton banished you. What does that mean exactly?
you know, that's an article that they made. You know what I'm saying, back in the '90s. So I just, you know, reopened it. You know what I'm saying, when I brought my story out. But yes, you know what I'm saying. As far as they had articles saying, oh, he's staying in Australia, he's going to school, living good. No, I've been in Arkansas all my life. I got school records and everything. But, you know, then they come out with the fake DNA test in 99, 2000 when she ran for senator. So, you know, I feel like every time she made a move, yes, they try to cover up something about me. So, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Danney. How old are you now?
I'm 30 years old. I'll be 31 next month.
Oh, okay. I want to say it's just so amazing to me that Bill and Hillary Clinton claim to love black people. Whenever they want votes, they go right to the black people.
Right.
And then Barack Obama, everybody and their mama in the black community voted for him because he's black and a Democrat, thinking that they're going to help. And you have asked both these people, all three of them, to help you, and none of them will help you. It's just amazing to me that they're treating you.
It's amazing, you know, and it's all for black folks. That's what they search for. Because, I mean, I'm not too much of a lawyer or nothing, but if I did a lot of research on the Clintons, and you know, he signed the law for the food stamps. He signed the law for the deadbeat dad law. He made the laws for, you know, the reason why we got so many males incarcerated today. You know, you know, you got all these laws that they prevent, but they, you know, they say they for certain peoples, you know, but at the end of the day, I don't know too much. All I can speak about is me. Yeah. But you know, since I've been doing this, me and my friends, we got together. We've been raising money. I mean, I got a GoFundMe on my Facebook page. It's called Danney Williams Clinton on my Facebook page, and we're trying to raise money.
What is your GoFundMe again? Say it again.
Justice for Danney. It's the name of my GoFundMe. We trying to raise money to go to court with my lawyers to file for the suit. And basically, you know, we have been coming out of our own pockets to, you know, travel and all of this to push my story, you know, and raising money in our community back home. So I put on my GoFundMe, and you know, I can't stop. I got to keep going because I know one day it's gonna come out.
That's right. Do you want to give out your website too?
Yes, you can find me on Facebook or Twitter. My GoFundMe is on my Facebook page, and it's Danney Williams Clinton Facebook page.
DanneyWilliams.com. Danney, I wish you well, and we're going to keep up with you, or whatever we can do to help you get this resolved. Let me know, and we'll bring you back so people can keep up with your story and hopefully help finance your case until you can get this done.
Thank you.
Yeah, and my prayers are with you, man. I wish you well, you and your kids, so I hope this works out for you eventually.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Danney.
Yes, sir.
All right, now. Amazing stuff, folks. You know, and like I said to Danney, Bill Clinton, black people love Bill Clinton. Remember, he's the first black president. Bill Clinton, they don't like Hillary as much. Barack Obama, Big Mama Michelle, and others are out stomping for Hillary right now, trying to convince the black people to vote for her. And yet, according to Danney, Barack Obama, he appealed to Barack Obama, made an appeal to Barack Obama, Hillary, and Bill, and they have rejected him. I've said forever, I don't know if Danney, his son, at all, I have no idea, but at least the least that they can do is do a DNA test, get it out of the way, prove that he's his son or not, end of story. But these people don't care about black people. They can care less. Barack Obama doesn't care about black people. It really is a sad situation to see how black people are being used. Just crazy. Year in and year out, for 60 years, black people just allowing themselves to just be used by the Democratic Party. Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Big Mama Michelle, and Hillary, they care about politics only. They don't care about people. They care about their own positions. And yet, they're out there convincing some black people to go for Hillary. I wish, if ever I needed you, Lord, I need you now, because I wish that black America would just wake up. Even if they didn't vote for the Republicans, I'm not pushing that at this point. Well, vote for, I want them to vote for Donald Trump this time around, but even if they didn't vote for Republican, at least stop allowing the Democrats to just use you. Just keep on using you until they use you up. And what's going to happen is that eventually they would have convinced the Hispanics to vote for them. They're going to haul them in on the plantation of the Democratic Party. And there are so many of them that they won't need the black vote after a while. They're just going to toss you to the side.